Right Fashion Academy YouTube channel for another interesting tutorial on this channel. So today's tutorial, I will be showing you the easiest method to make this drape without slash and spread. Okay, so I just decided to make this class very easy for you, so we don't need to go slashing and spreading. But this particular dress can also be slashed and spread, and you achieve a better result. So I want to start explaining what I have here. This is my skirt pattern, and this is my waistline. This is my upper hip line, and this is the lower hip line. So once you have made your skirt pattern, this is the knee line, and this is my full length. So I choose to have my full length somewhere here. Okay, so you choose your own full length as well. So this particular dress we are making, this particular skirt, this is the front pattern we are making. So please take note, the back pattern remains your normal skirt pattern, but the front pattern is a little bit exaggerated. What do I mean by that? I'm working with hip 46. Since I'm working with the front, I divided by 2 and I have 23. So what did I do? For the front alone, I added plus 4 inches to 23, so I have 27. So what you have here in a miniature drawing is my hip. Instead of measuring 23 for half of 46, I added 4 inches and I measured 27. So everything you see here, both my knee line, in fact this line you are seeing here that runs down and runs down, I have it exaggerated. Okay, I added 2 inches to 2 inches to make it. So I'm using 27 against 24 to achieve this particular result, but the waist remains the same. Okay, so I'm working with waist 36. So from here, divide by 2 is 18. So from here to here is 18. So you will use your actual waist actual, but hip is exaggerated. The reason for that is to have those drapes. If you make it fitted, you will not have those drapes. You need to make it loose, the hip and the knee part loose, so you have that drape. Please take note of that. So the first thing I did was, I want to make that desired curve I have there. So from my knee line, I just step down by 1 inch for that curve, and I divided the hip exaggeration. Like I said, I'm using a small scale drafting for this. So I came to the hip, the lower hip, and I measured what I have. So here I have 12. I divided 12 by 3. I have 4 inches. So this is the mark of my 4 inches. So I place my ruler straight and also mark the 4 inches. So these 4 inches, I came down from the knee by 1 inch, as you can see. So once that is done, next I use my ruler to curve in. So if your ruler cannot give you the curve you need, like I always advise, you can also freehand it. So because this is a small scale drafting, using my ruler, and my ruler can give me that curve I need. So note that the hip was exaggerated. Remember, I added 4 inches to 23, which is only for the front. Please don't do that for the back. The back remains your normal back measurement. So it's only the front that will have this exaggeration. So this particular dress, I extended the length to the actual length it's supposed to be. Let's take for an example, you need your actual length to be maybe after 4 or 5 inches from the knee line, from your actual knee line. You can add like let me say 7 inches, because by the time, or 10 inches, by the time we pick up this, you will see it, this dress, this particular line will go up. So I will demonstrate it for you to understand what I'm talking about right now. So I come in with my scissors, and I'm going to cut my skirt exaggerated pattern, and I'm going to cut the front pattern on fabric for you to see. So this is the Length I exaggerated. Length is exaggerated before this curve, okay? So I've already exaggerated or extended the length, so to speak. So this is my waistline. Okay, so I'm going to cut this shape, which is the shape alright. So what the part that should be, the part of the length that should be exaggerated, please soulmates, okay, please correct this little mistake. After your hip line should be your knee line, okay? So my knee line, I added like 7 inches to make these pleats. Okay, so it's not on this part that you are going to exaggerate. Please take note. This part remains what you need from knee to your floor level. Okay, so but on this part is exaggerated. So for you to understand this more, okay, this is what I'm going to do. Let me just exaggerate it here so we don't get people confused. So I'll come again with the explanation of what I did. This is my upper hip, this is my lower hip, this is my actual knee, this is the where I want my dress to be. So because we have a pleat right here, I'm going to exaggerate this. Let me do it somewhere here, okay? Let me get the, okay, I have 8 inches, the midline. I'm going to exaggerate the midline. So how many pleating allowance you want to make? You'll be making it here, okay? So we are going to cut this completely. Please, this is where we will make the exaggeration. I just thought of making the exaggeration. You see what I mean? Just extending it, so by the time we pleat it here, we have the result of what we are looking for. So this is the full skirt we drafted here. I come in with my pattern. Okay, my fabric. So like I said, this is small scale fabric drafting. So I'll just pin and exaggerate as much as I want. If you want this pleating very pleated, you need to exaggerate both the hip. You can even add 6 inches. So for this class, I just added 4 inches. So the more you expand it, the more you have the exaggeration. So when you are placing this, please ensure you place it to align. You have to use your discretion and place it to align. So for this particular small scale, I'm exaggerating with 8 inches. That's I'm increasing the pleating by 8 inches. So if you are making yours on a bigger skirt, you can even do more than 8 inches. So now I place my pattern and I'm going to cut. So I'll be cutting. Remember, we cut to add our seam allowance. So this is how I'm going to cut with my seam allowance. So make sure as you are cutting and adding your seam. Okay, so I'll just cut and add my seam allowance. So there's also another thing I noticed, but let me just leave it. Let's go ahead with what we are doing, because I saw a stitch running that way, okay, meaning that it is slashed and spread. For the one we have on the thumbnail is slash and spread, but for what we are doing here, I don't want to go